So this is my forest. This is my bonsai ficus forest. This is a ficus benjamina. So there are 9 of them. I've created this forest about 3 years ago from very thin cuttings. So it's in need of a pruning, as you can see. I've waited a little bit longer to prune it, but it's 2nd of June, it's okay. So I need to prune it because I need to squeeze in another pruning this year. I'm gonna prune it again, I think on the 1st of September. So yeah, we'll do some structural pruning because it's still in development, and I need to be cautious because this needs to have a primary tree, a main trunk, a main tree. So this is my main tree, but some of them are almost, if not thicker, okay, than that one. So I want to thicken that one up, and what I'm going to do is not prune that particularly individual. So let's get to work. Okay, let's go. So as I'm almost always telling you, let your trees grow very big and then prune them very hard. So I'm looking at this tree. I told you I want to grow it thicker. So how am I going to grow it thicker? Well, I'm gonna prune harder on the other trees and make them grow less aggressive. Okay, so I'm just looking for the other trees. I'm just gonna get my large pruners, okay. And the trick with the ficuses is to always leave two buds, 2 leaves on them. Okay, you can leave more, of course, but always leave 2 buds. Don't leave one, don't leave none. Always leave 2, because otherwise it will not grow how you wanted it to grow. So little by little we will close in and start to see something, because right now we cannot see anything in this little forest. So I'm not going to spray it with water because I'm gonna try to move fast and then get it to the showers and just give it a very nice bath. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm trying not to prune hard on the big tree. I think I'm gonna prune it a little bit, but just a little bit, so that it doesn't shadows all of the other trees, doesn't cast too much shadow, and they can also take some light. Just gonna prune here and there. So what I'm doing now, I'm just looking for buds. I'm just making sure that I always leave at least 2 buds, okay, because ficuses don't grow just like any other tree. Also, I'm gonna prune more on things that grow inside of my composition, like this one here, and also all kinds of little branches that grow inside of my composition. So also with this, I'm gonna just prune it harder. I think I need a bigger bag because I'm just going to prune it as heavily as I can. I told you this is still under construction, this is still in development. So what I need to do to ensure a very good composition is just to prune it heavily, okay? This is easier to make in this stage. So I know everybody wants to have a nice tree as fast as everyone can, but you need to understand that it's better to keep your trees, to prune them to shape while they are young, because if you do this later on, you'll be sorry, because when they're young and they're not that beautiful, it's easier, okay, for you to keep them, to form them, okay? Later on, you'll be sorry. I mean, if your tree has 2 years and you're just pruning it to look good, that's very bad for you on the long run. Okay, that's very, very bad for you on the long run, because after a few years you'll see that I should have pruned my tree heavier, and you're gonna prune it after, you're gonna start to prune it heavier after it's starting to look good, and that just throws you back very, 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 very much. Okay, that it just throws you back. It's harder at first. It's harder because it's so crowded and I cannot see anything. So yeah, I'm gonna shed some light into the zone and just start to see what's going on. Also, the trees from the sides, I think I need to prune them very, very heavy, because of course they are trees that get a lot of light, because they're on the outside, so they're not shadowed by anything, and they're getting a lot of light, and by doing so they're just getting so thick. So this is now looking a little bit better. It's way too tall, but I'm gonna prune it like this, see, at some point this summer, because I've told you I need this tree to grow bigger, taller, and to get thicker. But I want to show you what's happening here with the outside trees, especially with this one. You can see it's a little bit, because this is my front, it's a little bit crooked like this. So yeah, of course I can repot the tree, all the composition, the trees, and I will need to do that at some point. But right now, if you can see, it's going like this, and it's going on the inside. So what I can do is prune it off right here, you see, and let it grow on the outside. So I'm gonna try to do that right now, to give that just like that. Okay, and I can propagate this, but I don't know, I will see, because I've got a lot of cuttings and I'm running out of space. Again, with the other one, I'm just thinking, but I don't think this needs to be pruned that way, because it's growing on the outside. I'm gonna prune it a little bit shorter just to keep it in check. So you see, this is the thickest one, and I need to prune it shorter here, because I mustn't let this grow that thick. Let's see what can we do on this one here. Just want to calm down the very fast growth, and I'm gonna prune them shorter. Okay, here and there, just like that. Again, looking for these sucker leaves are killing me. Again, looking for buds, because I need, even though I want to make it shorter and prune it harder, I need to let at least 2 branches, okay? Because if I don't leave 2 branches, it will grow in a bad way, and I don't want that. Let's take a little look at this little fellow here in the middle. So quite happy with it, but just want to again prune off what's growing on the inside of the tree. Again, this is the back of my composition, so always leave the back a little more bushier, because it will do good for your front, for your composition. So this is the end result for today. I think I'm done. We're about done here. I know it's very scarce now, but we need to get this tree ramified, okay? So the whole idea, but now we can see, okay, we can see the trunks, we can see structure, we can see into this this whole composition. I was thinking of removing this hole here, but I don't know, I'm gonna think about it. I'm not going to do that right now. So yeah, I've taken a lot of it, but the whole idea with this forests, because a bonsai forest style, it's very hard to make and to master. But a very good idea is to let these trunks go pretty straight, okay, and then little by little you will ramify it towards the top, okay? You cannot ramify it like a normal bonsai, okay? So the individual trees need to look good, but we also need to keep in mind it's a composition, okay? It's very hard to make bonsai forests. This is quite a typical bonsai forest for a ficus, okay? Because usually ficuses don't grow like this. So, but I wanted to make something more unusual, and I hope I can get it to listen to me and just to be a very nice looking forest. So I'm thinking right about it, just like that, you know, and make a very big crown like this, and we should be fine. I've let the main tree, I've just pruned the tips off just to get the whole thing a little bit more in balance, and this is about it for today. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.